U.S. Foods reporting quarterly results last night. Earnings fell, but some positive notes from the call. The company seeing improvement, it says, in case volumes, crediting customers adjusting to new business models to accommodate social distancing requirements. This includes takeout and delivery options. Joining us right now to talk more about it is Pietro Satriano. He's the chairman and CEO of U.S. Foods. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. What percentage of your customers right now are offline versus online? And I don't mean online in terms of on the internet, but in terms of being open.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on. And maybe a couple of words about U.S. Foods, if I may. So we serve restaurants, hospitals, hotels, schools across the country through a network of 70 distribution centers and 28,000 associates. And I really want to give a lot of credit to our associates for continuing to play a vital role in maintaining the food supply chain. With respect to the restaurant segment that you are asking about, we've got about 60% of restaurants, according to our surveys, that are open for takeout or delivery. And then of the remaining 30% or so, many are planning to reopen over the coming weeks. And we've got playbooks in place and experts in place to help them through their reopening strategies.
And what about, so you also, though, have you have schools and hotels and other components. So if you were to look at the sort of the complete picture of the business versus what's open right now in terms of percentage of customers in business currently versus closed for business, at least temporarily.
Yeah, I can answer the question from a volume perspective. It does vary. As you know, hospitals are open, but our volume with hospitals is down slightly because elective procedures is down. Schools are closed in 80% of the cases, and I think hospitality, because travel and large gatherings have come to a virtual standstill, that business is down 70 to 80%.
And so as you think about the business going forward, how do you think it changes? Obviously, you've talked about how restaurants are going to move more towards takeout. Some of these restaurants are going to come online. Hospitals will obviously shift. I mean, the whole business is going to shift. What does it look like to you a quarter from now, 2 quarters from now, 3 quarters from now?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. It depends on the time horizon. I think over time, call it a year from now, I do believe that this industry recovers near to pre-COVID levels. Consumers spend as much on food away from home as they do on food at home, and those habits have been formed over decades, literally. But over the next few quarters, as you say, I think the recovery will be gradual. It will be choppy. A lot of demand has shifted to retail, and we've tried to take advantage of that by forming some new retail partnerships, and I know some other distributors have done that as well. In terms of restaurants, I think they will be the first to open before schools and before the hospitality industry. You're starting to see that already. We're hearing from our customers that they are looking to reopen. And I'd say more importantly, it also depends a lot on the consumer mindset. And consumers are itching to get out. There's a survey that we saw recently, and it says that 49% of consumers miss dining out more than any other activity, including seeing friends, which was a very close second. So we do think that things will gradually open up again.
Okay. Pietro, we appreciate you joining us. Oh, Becky's got a question, I think.
Just a quick question, Pietro. I mean, I miss dining out, but I don't think it's dining out that I miss as much as it's just not having to cook dinner and clean up afterwards. But
right.
There is that, I want to do this, but I want to feel safe. How do you measure that, and how do you anticipate, or what changes would you make if people, don't really go back as quickly when things reopen?
Yeah, it's a good question. And, we've, again, from the same consumer surveys and looking at other countries, we see that consumers, younger consumers are less hesitant to go out quickly. Older consumers are. And again, one of the things we've done is we've put in place webinars for our customers, and we've got experts who used to run restaurants for providing playbooks and advice in terms of restaurants. And some of the things we've got in there are first, create an expectation for the diner as to what to expect, so that it's pretty seamless when they get there and they don't bump into each other. Second, and we saw this from research in other countries, make the cleaning and sanitation and the safety of the restaurant highly visible to your consumers so that it puts them at ease. And third, wherever possible, have touchless interactions, whether it's payment or using the restrooms. And so those are some of the things that we are advising restaurants to create a good first experience so that customers' trust continues to go up.